Log recording. It's 3:21 in the morning, Saturday, the 25th of May, 2024. I just did a soliloquy about, or a monologue, whatever you call it, regarding suicide, death, and what this day means. We'll look at the damn patriotic stuff, and we don't look at the other things, the other choices that happen that terrify us most. I'm getting older and older on this one, and it is kicking my ass on this one. It's kicking my ass. I could be throwing out the usual questions on this one, but it's still kicking my ass. I'm supposed to live a better life or a happier life after my family's passing, at least, past David's passing. No, it doesn't get any easier. If I was going through school at this point over here, I would have been focused more on the damn reports and writing up essays and trying to get things going without me being worrying about the anniversaries coming up that'll depress the crap out of me once I get that stuck in my head. And this month is supposed to have been Suicide Prevention Month. This month's Mental Health Month. It's supposed to be dealing with the damn last battle zone you got in your head, and I must have been stuck in that plane for a long time. Just didn't even realize it. What scares me if I'm going to start deciding that that's going to be the only option for me left in my life. That's what scares me on some occasions. Like coming up on this anniversary of David's birthday. Yeah, it does scare me. It does scare me that I would decide that's going to be the only option left in my life, that nothing else matters. Holy crap. I mean, I'm understanding more and more about how the people who committed suicide feel. Not just the thought process on some of them, but yeah, the feelings of it. It scare people left and right if someone could actually sympathize it because they're going through the same damn route. I mean, how would other people feel that way and react that way? I know my therapist I'm seeing right now is probably going to be asking me questions on this one. John, have you thought about thoughts of suicide? And the quick answer is yeah, I have. I just don't put it in the official records, but yeah, unofficially, yeah, I have. It's not that I'm looking forward to the idea. It's yeah, I have. This holiday season, shit. This, what do you call it for Memorial Day weekend? What the hell do you call it for Memorial Day weekend? We're remembering the dead. Are we looking at them as heroic? Are we looking at them as actually the people we know personally have passed away either by voluntary or involuntary? It scares the hell out of people if it's voluntary because there must have been something wrong with them that we missed, and it probably was. It probably was. I think this. I feel the same damn way when it comes down from my own big brother, and I'd seen him go through a hell of a lot of crap, and I still ask myself, what the hell could I have done better or differently? The answer probably comes back drifting away. There's nothing more you could do, John. You watched my six. It's just time to go. And me thinking to myself, no, because it could have been something I could have protected you from doing this damn shit in the first place. I wanted you to get better. I wanted you to be a soldier that still fights. But I'm still understand. I'm understanding more and more that sometimes there's just no more fighting the soldier left. We got throughout the patriotic duty and everything else, all that lunacy. when it comes down for someone who is just too damn tired of it. He just wants to go home. And I'm still having a hard time over that one. In my head right now, I got Crosby, Stills, and Nash singing about daylight again, following me to bed. That tune. Do we find the cost of freedom buried in the ground? That song as well at the end. This weekend, we're supposed to be celebrating the dead. We consider it the dead of just the soldiers, but we didn't consider it about the dead of everybody else that we cared about. Still fighting through the damn insanity going through their damn head. I mean, me talking about the damn thing and trying to figure the shit out. And I still can't figure the damn shit out. I know losing a friend a long time ago still haunts me from time to time, especially now since I'm understanding it more and more now. Get more and more of a perspective now. Back then I didn't. Back then I wasn't looking for it or trying to figure the thing out or understanding it, but now I understand it more and more. In one particular circumstance, a friend of mine back in junior high was being picked on by his brother and didn't get any support. Hindsight being retrospect as it is, it sucks. If I could have done something, I should have done something, but I didn't. Now I got to keep passing off the warning to everybody else and talking about my big brother. Shit. That fucking kills me right there. I couldn't do anything about my mother except do everything I could to help her and until she was gone. Anything and everything I could do for her. And at times I was tearing myself apart over this damn shit. I still grieve, I still cry, I still get triggered. And for the past couple of weeks, the depression and the grieving has become worse and worse. My dog has already been feeling it for a long time. She expects me to keep loving her and holding on to her, and I do that. I do that. But I also know she gets depressed as hell. She's sleeping more and more. One of these her days, it's going to scare me when her sleep is permanent. And I didn't see the signs coming. Maybe she made a decision, or maybe God made a decision to take her home. And I don't want to face that. See, Memorial Day is not just for the soldiers, even though we call it, it's for the soldiers that we're memorializing, the ones that have already committed, to service and then who got themselves killed in the line of service. And we memorialize, patronize, we glorify, we turn them into freaking heroes. But the ones we should have been talking about are the ones who are going through the damn mental head games in their head. But we don't know how to deal with that one, do we? Or do we know how to deal with that shit? Do we give them the honors necessary? Am I giving my family the honors that they needed? I kept saying my brother's birthday is coming up. It's going to kick my ass because I know it's been kicking my ass ever since he passed away. Coming up on 6 years, coming up in September, it's going to be 6 years. I was doing the math in my head on how long I've been living in this apartment here. And it's been about 9 years, 8 to 9 years. Dave's 3 years, and right now it's 8 years and some change until September. Almost a decade, and I barely remember what the hell happened in this place. Some of the happy memories, some of the memories I struggled with when he was alive. But after that, everything else became a blur. There was no life. There was no life. Because my life ended. Sometimes I feel like there's a joke every time I keep saying I'm a zombie, I'm a zombie. Well, maybe I am a zombie, devoid of life, and just using this thing as an excuse. Because everything and everybody I loved, you know, except for the little girl right now, is gone. The people that mattered most to me are gone. And I'm just talking about death. We're also talking about separation as well. To me, Memorial Day is no longer a day regarding military. It's remembering our dead. It's remembering the past. The loved ones, the ones that we cared about, are gone. I mean, they could do the patriotic red, white, and blue crap all over the damn place. Yeah, I did see it, didn't it? We value more a damn piece of cloth with red, white, and blue than we do about the ones that we cared about. Fought and died and bled over the damn colors. But then again, how about the ones who are in our lives that didn't wear colors on themselves, one way or another? How about those that we have to memorialize? Isn't that important? To me, it should be important. How do I memorialize my mother's death? It was back in February, and I'm still at a loss on that one. She died in 2013. This is 2024. It's been 11 years. I'm supposed to get over the damn thing? Are you kidding me? I hadn't. There's no way I have moved on. I feel like I'm in a waiting room, in a waiting list, ready for my turn. And scared to death about the process, about the transition. And not sure whether or not I'm going to be accepted upstairs or not. Because whatever I did down here, did it screw me over one way or another? But I worried more about missing my family and wanting to be with them. Does that also make me someone or something to be memorialized? And who's going to memorialize me? The reasons why I keep doing the logs all the damn time and all these recordings on a channel is so I don't get forgotten. In the afterlife, I won't be forgotten, and that's the only thing I'll be caring about, not in the real world. But I'm here in the real world, and I don't want to keep forgetting my family. That's why I hold on to the pain so much. It's the only thing I got left. It's not the physical items or the junk I leave behind. It's the memories and love and everything else that they matter to me. Memorial Day is not just dealing with soldiers. It's dealing with family and friends and those that we actually gave a shit about. The ones we've lost voluntarily or involuntarily. That's what it means more and more to me these days. Not the not the ideolo- not the ideologies, not the head games. No, I'm talking about those people, those beings, even if they are multi-legged, that matter to damn to us. That they made a difference in our lives. Those are the ones that make Memorial Day Memorial Day. It's not just the ones that put on a uniform, piece of clothing. Try to show that this particular multicolored band of something means something. Is what that person represented to us, to oneself. So my brother didn't die in a Mortal Kombat realm. He almost did a few times, but he didn't. The one he lost the fight was the one in here. And the memories that kicked his ass to a point where his body just gave out. Decisions made, choices done, actions overtaken and consequences. And then the regrets and the second guessing of those outside. That's the things that matter a damn to me. July 4th, when it comes up, is going to be another noisemaker day. And that's coming about a month and a half. And when that happens, I got to deal with that kind of a day. I got to deal with the noise all the damn time. We're celebrating America's independence. We're celebrating a birthday. All I can remember celebrating is nothing. I know it's supposed to be meaning something, but without the ones that I really care about, that mattered a great deal to me. I don't know. How else am I supposed to deal with it? I'm having a hard time trying to deal with life on life's terms as it is. Friends I know are going through medical procedures and recovering, and they need all the help and support they can get. Fine. The ones that are still going through the agony of what they're going through right now, do they get any support, recognition? How many times do we have to keep telling people what the hell happened? Oh, we don't hear it. Yeah. You're left behind as usual. This weekend, it's going to be marking a week that my brother had passed away. Actually, not passed away, but been mortally came into existence. An anniversary of that. We call it a birthday. We call it a birthday, and it's supposed to celebrate his life, his legacy. You're supposed to celebrate it with life, dignity, laughter, and stuff like that, but some days you just don't celebrate a birthday that way. You celebrate a birthday by groaning and moaning about it because that's the only thing that you can do is groan and moan about it. Because, just because. Dave and I did the same things to our birthdays. We wanted to make it special with each other, but being together all those years, sometimes we just didn't have to hoop and holler. We just appreciated each one of us, each of us. We appreciated at times the memories and everything else. What was it? We didn't need the physical crap. We just needed acknowledgement that we were still alive and we're still breathing and kicking at the time. We look at each other, gripe and grumble, make faces, and laugh a little bit, but then we're still alive. Every day is a birthday. Every day is a birthday. We can throw it on the anniversary and the calendars, but every day we're still alive and breathing and still doing the best we can, and we got no problems with that. It's only when the physical is gone, and then it hurts like hell. Because I'm stuck with the memories of him left. As if he never existed. I hold on to it like crazy. I don't smile as much on the camera. I don't laugh as much as I used to. I don't joke around as much. I'm a little more serious. You mind? Damn bug war. Constant basis. These guys fight for survival, and yet I don't want them here. Will you get out of here? Come on. Get, just, get. Thank you. I don't want them here. Got no choice. Days like this, you'd be celebrating with hot dogs, hamburgers, or God knows what else. Well, I got hot dogs, I got hamburgers, I got food. What I don't have is, I don't have him alive. I don't have Ma alive. I don't have him. So if I'm very much depressed on this holiday season, good. May is supposed to be Mental Health Month, but since losing Ma. But this one should have been tearing me apart a long time ago. It should have been, because I've lost a lot of relatives, friends, family, dogs, pets throughout my lifetime. And up until a point, they made differences in my life, but felt the loss a little bit, but it didn't hit me. It didn't roll me over. It didn't make me cry in the middle of the night waking up and just bawling my head off, or making me feel like I had to bawl my head off. Damn bugs. Get, get, bastard. Things I had to do. Things I have to deal with on a constant basis. My brother and my mother would not approve of my lifestyle right now as it is. I don't approve of it, but I'm dealing and surviving with it. This weekend, my brother's birthday is coming up in midweek. But it's still Memorial Weekend, and I still associate it with my brother. For a remembrance meal, it was either chili dogs, chili fries, or a chili size. Something to deal with chili. And if I could afford it, I would have probably gotten some fast food from, not from In-N-Out, but probably from Tommy's. Instead of trying to make my own Tommy's over here. I don't have the actual I don't have the actual chili, and if I actually had the actual chili, I should probably use it. But I get my own kind of chili, just package of frozen burgers, package of hot dogs already broken into already, buns, onions, cheese, bacon. I mean, the stuff my brother liked. Not onions very much, but had to have onions. Pickles. I don't have pickles. The stuff that would make it happen. But I'm dealing with memories, and I have to deal with what is. I try to remember him by the way of food, of eating stuff. I even got a bottle of Coke. As soon as the Coke's done, I'll probably use the bottle and use it for something else. Just wash the thing out. I generally do. It'll be good for milk or something like that to store it in, especially if I'm traveling. But for the most part, looking at the Coke, of course, it's either a chili burger or it's going to be pizza. If I could afford pizza, I probably would. I can't afford pizza until next pay. Until next Social Security kicks in, and then just delay it that way. So I guess I'm going to owe myself some meals next week. I'm going to. Or just use up the stuff I've got right now up until that point. And yes, these videos are depressing as hell. Well, mental health is depressing as hell because we don't like dealing with it. We don't like dealing with the final battleground we got in our heads. You see, the soldiers themselves are not the only ones dealing with the battle. They're not the only ones dealing with the loss of sanity. We got other people who hadn't been soldiers dealing with it. I know I have. Feel the situation's so damn out of control and out of it that the only other option is just to totally give up and say screw it all and just deal with it as it comes. I hate that. But what can I do about it? I try to be grateful for each day, and some days it's not that way. Other days it's just not that. So I don't know what people are going to be expecting from me or want from me at this point. Hell, I haven't heard anything about it. I'm still alive and still breathing right now as it is. But I can tell you honestly, sometimes I feel it. Sometimes I feel it. I feel that haunting call. I feel it. And the thing is, I'm not ready for it just yet. I still want to try to do a few more things in my life before something else happens to me. You know, I still want to get through a couple of more semesters of college and get that AA degree. I don't care. I'm going to get a PhD or a BA or MA or whatever the hell they got. If I happen to get an AA, I'm happy with it, you know? I still had ideas, half-assed and half-cocked, but after graduation, if I can, just take a trip for a day or two. Just to get out of my own damn insanity out here. You know? Just, just to do that. I could throw off all the damn plans like that and be half-cocked about it, but what did I want? I want to take a nice long train ride. If I could. Where? Chicago? Forget it. If I could do back to Texas to deliver the ashes, I probably would. If I can get the addresses of the relatives, I'd probably send it out to them by mail. Special delivery. Here's my brother's ashes. Scatter his ashes in Texas for me, will you? Oh, make a trip over to the Atlantic Ocean. I know he's been a Pacific boy out here, but he's still Texas, so just scatter him in the four winds, will you? My mother, on the other hand, I'd have to find the burial area of Grandma and Aunt May, or see if I can get a plot and put Ma over there. Be with them. I know she wanted to be in Hiawatha, Utah. I don't know it. Too damn long, too damn far. I looked. No way. Just bury her with Grandma, and that's about it. I'll have to deal with all the eternity on that one. Yeah, originally I wanted to see what Walt Disney World was like, but then I decided, nah, too screwed up. Way too screwed up. Too damn pricey and too damn complicated. Hell, if I want a Disney experience, I'll go to Disneyland. But they've also made it too damn complicated. Shit, what else am I supposed to do? Well, if I can afford a 5 or 7 day on a Disney cruise ship, what the hell? Meals included, beds included. I don't have to step off the damn ship. It's just taking a trip somewhere. What if I said taking a train? Well, take it up to Washington, maybe. If my old friend's still up there, I'll see him. Zigman. David E. Tomaso. I'll see him, hopefully. Hopefully. Wanted to see what Hawaii was like, but I kept going over the news reports about Hawaii. I'm not quite sure if I want to be a tourist over there. They've got too much issues happening over there. I just decided, screw this noise, just come back home. Problem is, when one's stuck with grief and depression, it's kind of hard to make those kind of long-term plans, you know. I mean, it's nice for thinking about stuff, but it's another thing to go through it. And now I'm scratching up the old skin. I haven't had a shower in weeks. One thing about depression and grief, it changes a person a great deal that sometimes the normal behavior and patterns are no longer normal. So what's absolutely needed right now is a dustpan. I just I just got rid of my epidermis layer on my arm. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff I need to get washed off here. Anyway, that's one depressing video. How about we do another depressing video?